happened. It's flying too close to the sun. It was a satisfying recycling setting out this morning.
Was it?
I went out 6 times after I put the bins out to add stuff I scavenged.
That's quite a lot.
Yeah, it was.
Let's just see. I want to see which one's which. This one was...
I can see notification that Graham likes the morning show thing page. Poor Graham doesn't know it is. It's not there anymore.
Oh,
it's on
Graham.
The Brittle Star page.
Oh, Graham.
He was trying so hard.
This is bottom. Hey, Lisa.
There's Lisa. Bottom, Brittle Star.
That's me. There's a joke there somewhere. Though I don't really understand it.
And Lisa's now glorying in the fact that she is first. So Bob and Kelsey, did that race even happen? I don't even see either of them.
Yeah, I know. Oh, there you go. It's all working. So we're back on the Twitters, Facebooks, and YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Today.
Okay.
So you have options.
I have options?
No. You just have this.
Shall I stay or shall I go?
That's it. This is all you have is this.
Okay.
Hey, you're about to watch the morning show thing, but you have just enough time to smear your bagel, butter your muffin, glaze your donuts, jelly your Timbits, pop your tart.
Salt your porridge. That's what someone said.
That's pretty good. Salt your porridge is pretty good. Or you can go pee if you're really quick. You have 47 seconds.
That's your family. You're making them all work.
My brain has stopped working out here. It's so cold.
What are you talking about?
Let's keep going. Get off my boat.
I genuinely believe we could get John Bon Jovi.
John Bon Jovi. You all right?
Yeah, I forgot to put the mic on.
Oh, dear.
There's a whole bunch of stuff happening. Panicked. I zoned out at about 8 seconds left.
But you pulled it all back together. That's good
Been a
news.
week.
Exactly. By the way, Alan McBain's watching from Scotland. Hello! That was how you say hello in Scotland.
If you're feeling cheerful.
Exactly. I beg Kirkcaldy, hello. Hey, you're watching the morning show thing. I'm Brittlestar.
I'm Shannon.
These aren't our real names. These are our let's never get stuck in traffic on the 401 again names. Like we did. Anyway, we're fine now.
Some of us twice in 2 days.
I told you, stop loving your children. But you wouldn't listen to me. Come on into the big country kitchen, take a look around. Yes, those are real fieldstone flagstone walls, about 3.5, 4 feet deep in the windowsills. If you have any emotional support tchotchkes and or precious moments, feel free to set them up in a tableau de vie. Whatever you find soothing. But remember to take them home after the show, because they are creepy AF. There's over 250 beanbag chairs by the huge walk-in fireplace over there. A number of those bags from Beanbags R Us, of course, in the States, before they went out of business, I got a great deal because they just wanted to get them off their hands because they took up a lot of room. That was before
The compression beanbags?
the compression beanbags, like the new mattresses you get in a box, beanbag chairs in a box, from beanbagsrus.ca, which is still going strong, of course. And we saved on the HST. It wasn't part of a conservative plan, but it could have been. That's what it felt like, which was great. And of course, a number of them are homemade bags I made myself with the scraps I found lying around the big country kitchen and stuff with the unclaimed contents of the 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020 lost and found boxes. Remember, if you do get a homemade beanbag chair, 1, they're made with love. 2, also with flip phones, mittens, scarves, the occasional old mask, which I wash beforehand. 3, don't stick your fingers in the seams because they're sticky. Not all of them. Some of them are. There's a big chair back there for two who like to curl up and or get it on.
But not with Nancy because she's going for a COVID test after work.
Nobody get it on with Nancy. till she's in the all clear.
Yep.
And then there's 6 rocking chairs over there for those who like to rock. Right, Shannon?
Hope it goes well, Nancy. Poor Nancy. I believe she is vaxxed, but she's in Florida. So
Oh,
it's
it's
a
one of
rough
the
go.
Bukowski girls.
It is.
Oh,
Yeah.
well. I
Oh,
mean,
what?
you sort of get a feeling, with the Dukowski girls a little bit, but then I hope she's okay.
Okay, you need to stop talking.
I'm sure she'll be fine. What else was I going to say? Oh, yeah, let's do roll call, Shannon. You know what happens in roll call? It's brought to you, first of all, it's brought to you by Michael Ford and the Ford Group.
Because we don't forget to say these things.
That's right, because they are accountants.
And they count if you say it.
And they count on us saying their name. Michael Ford and the Ford Group. TheFordGroup.ca. Remember to tell people we sponsor this. That's their new slogan. It seems really oddly specific.
Is it all caps?
It was all caps in the text, that's for sure. What happens in the roll call is you say something nice in the comments like, hey, hi, how are you, good morning, and then I say your name and you lose your freaking mind. If it's your first time watching, say it's your first time watching. Then, dear God, stand back, squint your eyes, because you do not want this stuff in your eyes, and watch the TMST crew love drizzle down upon you. Like the Sprite Mister at Canada's Wonderland. I think it's a Coke Mister now, by the way. Again.
Well, that's going to wreck white shirts and stuff.
Oh, well, that's also another good reason you don't want it in your eyes.
Yeah.
Not that Sprite would be much better. I wouldn't think. I mean, I don't know. I'll experiment
stain
after.
your
I'll do a
eyeballs.
little experiment afterwards and shoot some Sprite and Coke in my eyes and see how it goes. Lisa's here. Jennifer's here. Carrie, Annika, Marianne, Katrina, on vacation in Daytona Beach, Florida. Oh, well, enjoy the last day of your vacation. Nicholas is here watching. Lauren, Will from Houston. Doris, Jen, I told you Alan's tuning in from Scotland. Ken.
It is Janine's first time
Hi,
watching.
Janine. Bob's here. Glenda from rainy Lethbridge, Alberta. Nancy, and my mom's here. What?
You know who's watching?
Who?
Nancy from Kingston, who is Ben's mom.
Really?
Yep.
That's exciting.
I know.
That's very exciting. Well, this is one good thing your son's done for you. My mom's watching as well. My mom's watching.
Everyone's
It's a mom party.
My mom's not.
Oh, she does sometimes. And my mom says, hello and happy F&G Friday to one and all. She's got a new haircut now, so it's more like this. Hello and happy F&G Friday to one and all. Ooh. Mm-hmm. That's more what she sounds like this with her new haircut.
It's Sean's second time watching.
Hi, Sean.
These people deserve extra credit that watch a second time.
Well,
First time, you might not know what you're getting in for.
They
Second
should
time.
probably take a deeper look inside themselves. Scott Daxon's watching. Hey, Scott, how's it going? Lisa, Jody, Costin. I like the name Costin. It's a nice name, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Annie's tuning in on the YouTubes. Laura coming in from Collingwood. Katrina, Diana. Bren from Kingston. Pan Am Style's watching. Pan Am Style says, every time I watch this show, I appreciate Shannon more and more. Me too. Yes. Paul is tuning in from Bracebridge, most likely in Santa's Village.
Probably.
Like probably right in the headquarters.
Probably.
Yeah.
Karen Lynn and Robert are both tuning in from Florida. They were the ones who were tuned in last week that were recovering from COVID but having a tough go.
And
so they're both watching.
Good for them. I'm glad they're both well.
Yeah.
Denise is here. Tia's here. Kelsey. Steve Walters here, our old neighbor. Hey, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
And namesake of our first cat. Mm-hmm. Nancy, as you said, Donna, Paul, Sally.
Deborah's watching for the first time.
Hi, Deborah. George is here. Our pharmacist is here.
Hi, George.
Don't tell anyone about the rash cream. Patricia's here. Gary's here. Sheila's here.
Did you miss Kelsey because she wasn't first in line?
Yeah. Hi, Kelsey. Thanks for showing up. Naomi's here. First time watching. Hello from the UK. Well, thank you, Naomi, for tuning in. We appreciate that. Everyone be nice to Naomi. It's also in the afternoon in the UK. Mm-hmm. So make sure you say good afternoon to her if you're not in the same time zone. Robert Piscator from Durham. Karen Lynn, Melissa from Ottawa. First time watching. Alicia from Easton, Washington. Leora from Calgary. Linda from Calgary. Stephen tuning in. So many people.
Time to press the button.
And Peggy's here as well. And Karen's still struggling with COVID, she says, but she's getting through it. Keep going. Take care of yourself. Don't take any chances. And thank you to everyone who said good morning and nice things. Welcome to all the first-time viewers. It's TMST Crew Love. Make sure you drizzle your love down upon those people. New timers, make sure you squint your eyes. New timers? First timers? Newcomers? And thank you to Michael Ford and the Ford Group for sponsoring Roll Call. We appreciate it. Michael Ford and the Ford Group, we're accountants. TheFordGroup.ca. Remember to tell people we sponsor this part.
Now we're going to go to a very unplanned weather cam because I forgot to look at the weather.
Oh, geez,
since this morning. Well, I looked at it this morning
Oh,
when I was deciding, first of all.
Plus, you were out in the weather.
I know. Well, yeah. But I also had to look back on last week's show, so I didn't wear the same thing, which I almost did. But I checked the weather. So I'm going to guess right now it's probably around 22 in Stratford. It's going.
Guess? Well, God, we're supposed to be delivering the
You
news,
just told
Shannon.
me I was outside. I'm giving you my
All right, I'll tell
guess.
you. Okay, that was pretty. Well, yeah, it's 19.
Feels like you don't have that on.
I do. Feels like 19.
And it's going to go up to, I believe, high 20s. Feels like 33 today. And it's supposed to be dry. So enjoy. And next time I'll try to remember to actually look it up. Replay roll call. People who watched last week's show and commented after. And if your first time watching is in replay, let me know in the comments. It was GC's first time watching. Because he said, "What's this all about?" Which is usually what people say when it's their first time.
What the hell?
As well as John and Lois's first time. Regular replay viewers, we have Jennifer, Gilbert, Nella, Doris, Christina, Tim, Lisa, Michelle, Marianne, Audrey, and Luciano, who are not together, but both are from Brazil. So what do we say to them?
Bom dia.
Shauna, Neil and Valerie, Dave, Susan, Deb, Shirley, Brad, Bob and Jean, Ron, Susan, and Les. Thanks, guys.
Dale and Sherry are working here. I think Dale said that Sherry's getting the weekend off. She does the Maritime Tartan Company.
Oh, yep.
She's getting the weekend off for the first time in months tomorrow.
That's good. That's nice. You got to take a break. We came back from our little sojourn to Kingston, and Gregor had been home alone, and he was making good use of that tartan blanket on the couch by the looks of it.
Yes, he was. Also, Hayden, 1 a.m. in New Zealand, where Hayden is currently first time watching in a while, but back to a national-wide lockdown because Delta has spread down there. I think they're trying to catch up with the vaccines.
Right,
So.
right.
And
And then Mike says, John and Lois are my parents' names. Maybe someone else's parents are watching then, too. Not just yours and Ben's.
Ben's a good boy, isn't he?
He is.
Wasn't he nice?
Yeah, he was.
He was really sweet and responsible.
Well, except he was dressed for
Well,
fall, and it was 38 degrees.
maybe, listen, Shannon, shh. Maybe Ben's mom said, you better put a toque on. Remember your toque and your jean jacket. I want to direct your attention to this first of all. This is a peak moment for me. This is, of course, the Reader's Digest. Okay. 40 mostly hidden Canadian gems. Now, I'm not one of those.
And not the Reader's Digest version of something, the actual Reader's Digest.
Is there a Reader's Digest version?
Well, like people will say, what's the Reader's Digest version of that story?
Right.
Kind of like, give me a one sheet.
So, I didn't get the top spot. Went to this
What'd that dog do?
How dogs' ability to detect disease will revolutionize medicine.
That's maybe a bit more important than what you do.
Did you let this dog do your colonoscopy? With just his nose?
I wouldn't let you do it either, so.
He's not even wearing a suit like I am. Anyway, I am happy to announce that I'm a point to ponder.
Nice. What page?
Page 16. And I've somehow taken top spot over people who really actually merit it. That's all right. I'll take it. It's very exciting. I was very excited to get that. It was very cool. So listen, Shannon.
Yes.
Let's do Fridge Friday.
That's a great idea.
A little bit of trapped wind.
No, no one could hear it and wouldn't have known if you didn't pat your,
But I wanted
lung,
them
what was
to
going
know
on
what
there.
my expression was about. If I went like that, a little bit trapped wind right there. Hayden says, I'm fully vaccinated. Thankfully, my partner and I, that is, as I've been in and out of the hospital due to an accident. Well, I hope you're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mitch says dog doctor is sniffing butts to see what's wrong with you.
They're like, this is the creme de la creme of dog jobs.
Listen, it adds up because they
like
for
sniffing
COVID,
butts.
but for COVID they don't taste it. They test wastewater, right?
I didn't think dogs did that. I thought
No,
chemicals did
dogs
that.
don't do that. Scientists do that.
Okay.
No, the scientists taste. Damn it! Scientists test the wastewater, so it makes sense that the dogs could just cut that middle step.
That's a lot of shouting.
Well, the dogs could cut out that whole middle step. They don't have to wait for things to happen. They could just check the source.
Okay. Shh.
All right, sorry. What happens on Fridge Friday is
A lot of shouting, apparently.
a lot of shouting. Let's see if I can get that up there. There you go. Is on Thursdays at 11 a.m. Eastern, like clockwork, I post on my Facebook page, where a lot of you are now, a call out for selfies. It doesn't actually have to be a selfie, but preferably you're in the picture. I pick a theme just out of the air. Mm-hmm. This one was wrapped.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Don't just throw away string and stuff. It's dangerous for birds.
No, that was just wrapping paper. It's biodegradable. It's got seeds in it.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be wildflowers any
All right.
minute now. I pick a theme at random, and then people rush out to their cars, to their family and friends, and they go and they take pictures to match that theme in the hopes that they will win and become the winner of Fridge Friday. And they will get a week of adoration and adulation on the fridge here in the TMST Big Country Kitchen. But not only that, Shannon, they also get, you know what?
What?
They also get an amazing coffee prize pack from Club Coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Club Coffee make coffee for a lot of brands, plus their own. And they do like the whole thing. They get the beans and then they bring them to Etobicoke, which is a big hub for coffee. I don't know.
It is now.
It is now. And they make different coffees there and stuff. And then what happens is the winner, Club Coffee will Solange at Club Coffee, finds out what kind of coffee they like. Do they like dark roast, medium roast, whatever? And what kind of coffee format they like. Coffee grounds. Yeah, that's right. Coffee beans, whole beans, or 100% compostable coffee pods. Whatever they want. She gets the word from them. She packs up her yellow kayak that's never ever been used. Her and her pug Stewie. And they meet the winner at the closest waterway. And then they deliver the coffee prize pack. Ask anyone who's had a coffee prize pack. It's way too much coffee.
But wait, says Dale, does Club Coffee deliver to Nova Scotia?
They sure do.
How does one order their coffee?
Clubcoffee.ca. In Canada, it's Craft Roasters. If you look for Craft Roasters, that's their brand. And in the U.S., it's got a really dumb name.
And look at Connie says, I love Etobicoke.
Who doesn't love Etobicoke?
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. What's the name in America? I forget what it's called. It's something like Brainiac or Boldick or I don't know what it is.
They're sponsoring this.
I know. Well, they should get better names.
They should get a better sponsor. Better.
Shh, Shannon. Quiet.
Okay.
Whose side are you on?
So.
So anyway, the theme this week was day trip or staycation selfie.
Okay.
Day trip or staycation selfie. The winner, and this is going to be fun. Hang on. I'm going to get my Belvedere bill. See, Ben's mom. This is what Ben got for us.
Yeah.
The winner of Fridge Friday this week is Marion Gagnon. Gagnon. See? Because her name's Gagnon. Like win.
Yeah.
Right? So she won. Isn't that funny?
If you ever play the Canadian lottery, you'd know that.
Yeah.
Well,
Gagnon.
not from personal experience, from the people in front of me.
Kathy asked, do they do decaf? They sure do.
Yep.
Man, they don't even make fun of you to your
Oh, there you
face.
go. Beaniac, says Annie.
Beaniac.
That's
There
a pretty
you go.
good name, actually.
It's not my favorite. Plus, yes, Kathy, they make decaf coffee, and they don't even make fun of you. What they do is they sell it to you, they get it to you, they're like straight-faced, and as soon as you leave, they're like... I'm just kidding. Any flavor coffee? Yes, Jackson. They do like amazing creamy
Oh,
caramel.
the caramel stuff is good.
All that kind of
And I
stuff.
don't like flavored coffee, but it's good.
Annie says Beaniac. Everyone's got it. It's amazing. Congratulations to Marianne for winning Fridge Friday. This is a lovely picture here at Easterbrook's Footlong Hot Dogs Shack. I don't know if it's a shack or not. I would call it. I mean, it's fun to call it a shack. Like the Love Shack, except it's a wiener shack.
How long did you plan that one?
Just right now. It came to me right now.
Oh, great.
Um,
And Marianne's watching.
hooray!
And so's her pal Peggy.
Gagnon. See, there you go. So Marianne, email me, business@brittlestar.com, business@brittlestar.com, and I will hook you up with Solange. Not romantically, so don't even bother asking. Plus, it looks like you've got someone in your life anyway. Mm-hmm. The nerve.
Maybe she's looking to step up. Solange is pretty great.
Solange is a step up from all of us, really. So, congratulations. Let's look at the other pictures that were sent in. Are you ready?
Yes.
Here we
I
go.
am ready. There you go. And Michelle knows. She says Aldershot's favorite hot dog place.
Oh, nice.
Now I feel the need to find out.
I like this picture. That's pretty good. Look at this. Hey, we were just there.
Hey. Yeah. We were standing there, but that's not us.
I don't think that's actually Blair's. I mean, the body looks right.
Yeah.
But the ducks don't look real.
Yeah.
I'm always scared of this thing because it's in Niagara Falls, right?
Oh.
And it's a thing every now and then you walk by it goes.
It moves. Oh, right. Yeah, I don't like those things.
Scares me. Initially, I thought that's Kelsey, I believe, and I thought she was trapped underneath that log, but she's not.
Right.
Her legs are actually in front of the log.
The calm expression on her face is probably
Suggests
part of the
that she's
key.
not trapped.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's in the West Edmonton Mall in 1988.
Oh.
Nice. It would have been pristine then.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the last one?
That's the last one.
Okay.
So thanks to everyone who submitted the pictures for Fridge Friday. Congratulations again to Marianne. Gagnon. And
Did you pronounce those two different?
Gagnon.
There you go.
Were they different that time?
Yep.
Were they?
Kinda. Maybe I was giving you the benefit of the doubt.
Gagnon.
No, those are the same.
You say it then.
Well, because her name is Gagnon,
Yeah.
but the winner is Gagnon.
Okay. Marianne, whatever your last name is, Gagnon. Email me, business@brittlestar.com. I'll hook you up with Solange. Not romantically, please don't ask. It's really embarrassing when she turns people down. It's kind of fun, but also a little embarrassing for you. I have a couple of things to talk about.
Okay.
One mainly.
Okay.
All right, so let's turn this off here. This off here. There we go. So on this past week, we did a little day trip. Well, not even a day trip.
No.
A couple of overnighters.
An overnight trip.
Yeah. To Kingston, Ontario, the birthplace of our love.
That was our first time in a hotel since February 2020.
Yeah, and it was a great experience. It was really good. But the reason we went up was because about 3 weeks or more ago, our sons, Owen and Gregor, drove our old car, our 2009 Ford Flex, up to the cottage. When they got to Toronto, first of all, Gregor drove it to Toronto, fine. Stopped, picked up his brother, got back in the car, not fine. Bang, 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 bang.
And a really big squeal.
And not good sounds.
Yeah.
But they made it. It's like 3.5 hours of driving, and they made it safely, thankfully.
Yeah.
I don't have to knock wood if they've already done it.
They've already done it.
It doesn't matter. And they made it safely, but it was evident that it was not necessarily roadworthy to go back
No.
5 hours back
On a
down.
highway where people drive 140 kilometers an hour.
Not a good idea. So we took it to Perth, Ontario to get fixed. And anyway, they said, it's a drive.
It was a long weekend, so we just dropped it, put the keys in.
Literally, yeah. Left it right by their front door so they couldn't ignore it. And then threw the keys in the garage and then just left a message saying, fix it!
Please.
But they're very nice. And they fixed it. And it was a drive shaft and it was really expensive. And anyway, the car works great. So we had to go up and pick up the car. That's why we went up to Kingston. That was our excuse.
Works great.
Yeah.
Works.
Great. And so we drove up to Kingston, had a lovely time in Kingston. And then on Wednesday morning, we went to Perth, another hour and a bit up from Kingston, and picked up the car from there. The people in the dealership, the Ford dealership there, they were all excited to see, oh, you're the guy from Toronto. Not from Toronto, Stratford. Picked up the car, left. As we drove through Toronto, there was a traffic jam. And
as we convoyed through Toronto.
That's right. So we're convoying back and forth, using our cell phones as walkie-talkies.
Hands-free.
Hands-free, obviously. And anyway, so we're stuck in traffic, and it's 30 degrees, and it's like we were like 45 minutes, roughly, an hour, roughly, sitting there, not really going very far, but it's really hot.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting in the car, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't think the air conditioning is working as much anymore, because it worked okay. And I was like, God, it's
Pan Am style is quite shocked there was a traffic jam in Toronto.
Yeah, I know. And it was the air conditioning wasn't quite working. I was like, this is really weird. So I'm feeling it. It's like, no, it still feels kind of cold, but God, it's getting really hot in here. Then I directed my attention to the dashboard where you're supposed to occasionally glance, and the little thermometer's there, and the temperature gauge of the engine is way off the charts. It's like super hot. I'm like, oh no. So what did I do, Shannon? Did I panic? A little bit, yes. Because I was like, I do not want to be another reason why people can't drive on this road right now.
Blocking one more lane.
Yeah. However, and then I got a little bit of a pause, got a deep breath of hot air, and it was hot. Just the whole front of the car was hot. And then I remembered my dad saying to me when I was like 16, when we had a car that would occasionally overheat, he was like, all you have to do, the car's overheating, turn the heat on high, turn the fan on high. If it's warm out, open the windows. It'll cool the engine down right away. So I did that, and it worked. I paused for a minute thinking...
Cars overheat less, but a good tip to remember.
So I was thinking to myself, maybe like technology has come so far that we don't have that the joy of just turning the heat on and cooling it off. But no, as soon as I turned the heat to 32 degrees, turned the fan as high as I could, put the windows down, which was super hot outside... But as soon as that fan started going, the temperature literally started to move back down. I got it back down, and it was fine. It all worked out. So my question for everyone here is, what other amazing tips do you have? Because I told both of our boys, well, I told one of them. I haven't told Owen yet.
I told Owen.
Oh, good. But I said, if your car ever overheats, don't panic, or panic momentarily, then unpanic, and then turn your heat on, your fan on, and it'll be okay.
Yeah, and then you won't be stuck on the highway.
Yeah.
Susan says, try driving the 400 north on a Friday.
No, thanks.
That turnoff has led to a lot of problems for us getting through because everyone's trying to head up there and blocking up the 401.
So I want to know, what other tips brief tips can you pass on? You don't need the big backstory like I did.
That was a long backstory.
That's the only kind of backstory I know how to tell. But tips about how stuff like that. I want tips.
Bren says, yeah, work's been there, done that, but you swelter in the car. But it was so hot out that you'd have been sweltering at the side of the road or actually in the middle of the road, standing on the pavement.
Oh, it was so hot in general, and especially with the engine was so hot. It was like, the air conditioning's not doing anything anymore.
Ken's all, pull over, have a cool lemonade, and be patient. There's no pullover
There's
for
no
20
pullover.
kilometers.
There's nowhere to stop.
Cars that were
exactly.
packed.
Jenny says, took my car in for noise, power steering column changed, and car back. It's the manifold. Oh,
that sounds expensive too.
So I want to know tips. What other tips do you have? Do you have a tip? What's a good tip to pass on? Something you passed on maybe to the boys.
Well, when you have a
doesn't have to be car related.
Manual transmission car and it makes a really horrible clunking noise when you try to start it and doesn't start, it's often the starter cog is kind of gummed up or missing a cog. And you can either put it in first gear to start the car, or you can have a rubber mallet and whack the starter before you start it.
Bob says, when skidding in the winter on slippery roads, keep the wheels pointed where you want to go. Go gas, pump the brakes, don't slam them. I remember being told that as well.
Yeah. The steering where you want to go is a big thing because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Traveling Squirrel has a good one. If the engine light comes on, try replacing the gas cap first.
Yes, I've heard that as well, that apparently like our cars...
I don't know why cars don't have a thing that just says your gas cap's open.
Because it's a thing. The engine light goes on some cars if the gas cap's not tight on, which is interesting. Mike says change your spare tire in the driveway as practice before you have to do it on the 401.
That would be a smart. I've always thought I should probably know how to change a tire,
I know. I've never
and
done
I
it
don't know
either.
how to do it. Just interrupting, that's not to do with a tip at all, but here's a good tip for you. Dale says, Sherry bought that tea in the back corner, crew neck. Love it. Wearing it now.
There you go. peacelovecanada.ca. Go get your own. Be just like Sherry.
And Bob says, if the shifting starts feeling funny in an auto transmission car, get the transmission fluid changed. I think we have to do that in our car, by the way.
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
And he says another good tip when changing a flat tire, keep the wheels on the ground to start loosening the bolts. Otherwise, the wheel spins.
Oh, that's a very,
Then
that's a
lift
good
it.
tip.
That's a good tip. I would immediately pump it, like go up.
Yeah.
But maybe you keep it down initially and then go up.
See, Susan has my kind of tip. Be a CAA member. If CAA weren't so aggressive when your membership runs out, I'd have stayed a CAA member. But they're like Sirius XM radio. They just never leave you alone.
Will says, see, when I had one last start from a bad starter by using a hammer to get it out of the garage. It does work once.
See, that's why I use a rubber mallet. Then it'll
Yeah.
work more than once.
Roma and Rob both say check that your spare tire is full.
That's a smart move.
That's a good idea.
Yep.
Maud, much smarter, so just get a CAA membership.
And Ken has a good tip too. Just don't go through Toronto.
Well, you remember the golden days when you'd be able to take the 407, which is a toll highway here in Ontario that goes above Toronto, bypass all that stuff, and it used to save, back in the day, it'd save a good hour or
No one
more.
was on it.
Yeah.
And it used to be a third the price it is now.
Even less than a third.
Yeah.
I think it used to cost us like very, very little money, like
Yeah.
maybe $15 or something to go across Toronto, which is it's still a lot. But now it costs what, $60 or something?
Oh, our kids went on when they were coming up to see us at my family's cottage. They spent about 12 minutes, and it turns out that they, in those 12 minutes, were on the 407 and the 404, which are connected. But you have to pay twice for everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's about $38 for 12 minutes for them.
See, Tio's got some good advice here. Tio says if you're driving a new car, come the first snowfall, so at the first snowfall, go to a parking lot, do some donuts purposely so you know how your car will react. I'm actually
You like that idea because you...
I do.
Yes, because you like doing that kind of thing.
And I did that with both boys where I'd be like, go to the parking lot and just hit the brakes, turn the wheel. Like, because you've got to understand how it feels when you go like, oh, I no longer have control of this car. Mm-hmm. You got to know what that feels like, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't necessarily agree, but yes.
Yeah. Rob says cost me $55 to take the 407 from Burlington to the 400.
See, I can see that would be not much different because all of the fees were in the invoicing, non-transponder, getting on the
Tia
other
says
one.
Lindsay cutoff to the 401 was $63. Grant says make sure your jumper cables are long enough to reach from the front of your car to the back of your car.
I agree because
Ours are small, are short.
yes,
Yeah.
because you just have to hope you're facing the right way and the other person who's jumping you can get in there.
And Elaine says she used to get lost coming out of her driveway. Now use a GPS, never lost again.
I no longer worry about driving in Toronto because I have GPS in the car.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I have a terrible sense of direction, and I don't like making sudden lane change. Like don't like being an aggressive driver. So I like GPS where it's like, okay, well, if I miss my turn, it'll tell me how to get there.
Susan, you remember Susan? She has a convertible. She says it's cheaper if you have a transponder on the 407 toll highway.
Yeah.
Of course, you know how she does a transponder. Most people have them just stuck somewhere, right? She just holds hers up.
Through the non-existent roof of
Yeah,
her
she
car.
just drives. She's in the convertible. She just like holds it up to the camera like that.
Oh, wait, Karen Lynn's one looks
yeah.
interesting. Keep an unopened bottle of Coke or Pepsi in the car. And if the vehicle doesn't start when out running errands, it's most likely the battery with corrosion on the charge ends, especially in hot weather. They seem to go at the most inopportune time. Pour said soda on corrosion, and it'll usually start right back up. Now, she's in Florida, and I have never seen a place that has so many cars that are just dead on the side of the road as Florida.
Yeah.
Because I think because of their
Florida-
climate, they can just drive it until...
Yeah. I think it's
It
Florida
dies.
and California. I noticed that.
Yeah.
Both states. I noticed they have cars often inside
Yeah.
the road. And Doris says, I never let my gas get below half a tank. You never know when you get stuck either in the snow or traffic. I'm a believer in that as well.
Yeah, that's a smart move.
Get a portable booster, says John. Will says it's one reason I back into parking spaces. One never knows. Bought a small rechargeable battery jump pack USB charger. Best $99 ever spent on in Amazon. Saved me 2 weeks ago when my original battery finally died. Bob says big bag of cat litter in your trunk in winter in case you need traction to get it being stuck on ice. I like that. It's good. All right, let's do Feel Good Friday. What happens with Feel Good Friday is you tell us something nice you did this past week for someone, or something nice someone did for you this past week. We share it on the show, and then everyone goes, we'll give this place 7 more days. You can do it in the comments like Kelsey has here, or I'll read the ones that were posted yesterday on the Fridge Friday call it as well. Do you want to read Kelsey's first? Where did it go? There it is right there.
I lost it. Feel Good Friday. I'm late because I'm late. Like she was number 12 in. Because I'm playing hooky from work today. Bags are packed. Long girls weekend is on. Poolside drinks and a little fun in the casino. Laughter is much needed and relaxation. Hope you have a great weekend. Sending much love from the 77-degree central coast of California to all. I do appreciate shows gives a temperature because it varies a lot there.
It does vary
as
a lot
opposed to
there.
in Los Angeles where it'd be like 72 every day.
Leah's Feel Good Friday. I've always wanted to say I can't. I have rehearsal. I finally got to say that yesterday. It felt so cool. I was rehearsing for a short film I'm making with a few friends for an upcoming virtual talent show for Special Olympics athletes in Newfoundland. The short is called Understanding Wonderland, and it's a film adaptation of one of the scenes from a play that myself and my best friend Peter Halley wrote together that puts on autism awareness and education spin on Alice in Wonderland.
Nice.
I like it. This will be the first time the public gets to see what we wrote. We haven't had the chance to perform or play on stage because we have no funding for it. I can't wait to shoot on Saturday and eventually see our creation come to life.
That's awesome. You gotta scroll.
Sorry, I'm going to go up here. There you go. Crystal's Feel Good Friday bought a first ever house. That's exciting.
Nice.
This is our first,
Congratulations.
They had their first night living there recently, spending time off fixing up things. And she also wanted to say that she won the coffee pack a few weeks ago. And wow, that is a lot of coffee.
Nice.
There you go.
That's good. It's always exciting to get a first house, and I don't know how people nowadays get a first house. So well done. Congratulations.
Sandy's Feel Good Friday had a very nice time at the small reception we had for my daughter and her husband for their wedding. COVID-19 kind of ruined things for them back in September. His family offered to split the bill, but Sandy said no. It was on us.
Nice. That's awesome. Mike's Feel Good Friday. I got parole. Hey,
All right.
that's good.
Fantastic.
Lauren, a person from the book lovers group I belong to, texted me from Goodwill to say she had found a book I'd been looking for and did I want her to buy it for me. Made my day. That's awesome.
Doris won $170 on the Catch the Ace.
Oh,
And then went shopping for a new barbecue, which cost $178. So it was meant to be.
that's awesome.
that
That's
great?
great. John, Feel Good Friday. This time next Friday, we'll be bringing our son Owen to Toronto from here in the U.S. to attend university. His first year and our first return to Canada since Christmas 2019.
Awesome. That's
fantastic.
Exciting. Very, very exciting.
Brenda is meeting 2 girlfriends for lunch today. First time seeing them in 2 years. Lots to catch up on.
Exciting. Nicholas says Feel Good Friday last weekend went to Alley Cat Cafe, and a little guy, which is a cat, not just a small person, snuggled up to me and won me over. We adopted him on Tuesday. Give him your support. Great food. They're trying to get 200 adoptions this year.
That's awesome. Susan, Feel Good Friday. My foundation is in for my long-awaited cottage. Once it's done, big party for any TMST crew with a free ride in my
So
convertible.
she's going to have a convertible and a cottage.
Yep. You don't have either of those things.
Oh, that's great news, Susan.
Rob says Feel Good Friday sort of reversed. Had a beer sommelier certification class gifted to me.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
Bob's Feel Good Friday. They move into their new house in 28 days. Isis and him are so happy.
Very exciting.
Pan Am Style says, I gave my 20-month-old grandson hugs and gifts for the first time ever. That's 20 months. That'd be it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's wild. Annika's Feel Good Friday last Saturday was my niecey Pie's wedding shower, and it felt weird to be around people. It does initially, doesn't it?
Yep, I agree.
Olivia's watching from Calgary, Alberta. Hi,
Jenny's
Olivia.
Feel Good Friday sounds negative but isn't. It's my 10-year wedding anniversary today, and I moved my husband out last week. This is the first year I have not felt bad about him forgetting. 13 birthdays in a row forgotten and only 2 anniversaries out of 10. I'm happy and my weight has been lifted.
Good for you,
That's
Jenny.
awesome.
New
Congratulations.
starts. Very
Yeah,
exciting.
That's good.
And Bren says big smiles from my 96-year-old neighbor when I got her TV working again. Good for you, Bren.
Yeah, that's really good. I'm glad your neighbor didn't have to rely on me.
Tracy says I get to see my nephew and his wife and new son. Haven't seen them since they got married in 2019.
Nice.
And Dale says, Feel Good Friday is being able to watch you guys and get a great laugh and a great start to our day here in Halifax.
Aw,
Isn't that nice?
That is nice.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your Feel Good Friday stories. Thanks to everyone for submitting the Fridge Friday pictures. Congratulations again to Marianne Gagnon. Did I say them right or did I say them backwards?
You said they sounded the same.
Gagnon.
Close. That's closer.
Gagnon.
Gagnon.
Gagnon is her name.
Gagnon.
Yeah. Gagnon.
Yeah, that was good.
Wasn't even trying. Anyway, yeah, thank you and congratulations again to Marianne. Marianne, email me business@brittlestar.com and I'll hook you up with Solange, not romantically. Please don't ask. Don't embarrass yourself. It's embarrassing for all of us, so don't do it. And she'll give you an amazing coffee prize pack.
If you're looking for something new to wear in the middle of summer,
Yeah.
go to
I
peacelovecanada.ca.
should probably type that in the thing so we can start selling stuff and paying our mortgage again.
Because we got some nice, what do you call them? You don't call them polo shirts. Golf shirts.
We do have some nice golf
Yes.
shirts.
So if you have a semi-formal occasion, this is the cotton shirt for you.
That's right, exactly. There you go. See, look at that. Putting them right in there like this. And thank you to Michael Ford and the Ford Group for sponsoring Roll Call. We appreciate that very much. Remember, thefordgroup.ca. Thank you for finally telling people we sponsor this. They've changed their slogan. They did a little market research while the show was on. And be nice to each other. Don't drink and drive. Wear your mask where you have to. Socially distance where you have to. And if you're down in New Zealand and Australia, it's going through a rough go right now. So when you can, if you haven't been vaccinated, go get vaccines. And do all the stuff you have to do so we can get past this, because it feels pretty good to go back into real life a little bit. Even this past week, it was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's do that. Let's do more of that.
Yeah.
But be kind to each other, okay? Go easy. And we'll talk to you guys next Friday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. See ya. And now we're done. We've had some fun with friends old and new. Carry this smile throughout your day and share it with someone too. Remember, the trick is don't be a dick in anything you do. Click like and share because we need those clicks. It's really the least you could do. So Susan's going to have a cottage and a convertible. My mom's got a new haircut. Ben's mom's watching. There's a lot of pressure on me right now. I feel like I have to compete. I have to behave. There's a lot of things going on.
Can you be the center of attention while doing all that?
I'll try.